Welcome back to The Rosé Romantic. I'm Bree, and today we're going to break down the most scandalous show on TV this summer, and that is Carême. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Also, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks, and let's chat.
Oh, I can give you books. You will study languages, history, art, political science.
We are about to spill the tea on everything, so there will be spoilers ahead.
Thank you and kind regards.
There was so much that happened between these 8 episodes, so we're gonna go character by character, first starting with the man of the hour, Antonin Talleyrand. And this man right here, he went through a lot this season. And you feel like the character journey and the character arc he was on was like 2 seasons. But at the beginning, he gets separated from his father. He has to start at a new job cooking for all these like rich diplomats, like in this very intense, dangerous environment. Not only does he have to do that, he has to spy on these people and then report back so that way he can keep his job and he can protect his father. He also finds out about things about his past, and it's revealed to him that his mother used to work at the same palace he's working at right now. Like, never in his life has he heard this news, so it rattles him. It's gonna rattle him, it's gonna rattle us. Like, what is going on?
I want to start over.
And Talleyrand, the French diplomat that he was working for, might be his father. What a tangled web we weave, y'all.
I want to be a baby.
It continues to go just back and forth for him, but I do like his character because there's so much dimension of him. It's not just like that he's the flirty, chef, or that he's like, oh, I'm sad all the time. Like, oh, there will be times where he's like fun, cute, and flirty. And then there's other times where he's like, oh my goodness, my life is like out of control. I can't handle this right now. And then there's times where he's like really suave and really spy crafty. So he goes through all these different facets of life, and it's so interesting to see instead of it just being one-dimensional. And then Fouche, which is also fun to say, but Fouche is this detective, and he's after him because he's connected with Talleyrand. And Talleyrand is a very rich diplomat, aristocrat, and Fouche does not like those people because he believes he should be in power and control and in buddies with Napoleon. And Talleyrand wants to be, in the room where it happens, but he's doing so really to protect his family and trying not to get taken out. So I can understand now, seeing it after these 8 episodes, that he's not really much of a bad guy. He's more like an anti-hero. Like, you understand why the things that he does, but he doesn't explain it fully to people and not really respective of their relationships, but he does it for the better good of everyone. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about.
You'd think with all the cooking and spying and everything that this was just enough for him. No, Fouche, the real villain here, decides to take out his father.
How dare you, Detective?
Fouche, you know you were wrong for that. You knew you were so wrong for that, because this man was trying to plead his innocence. He's like, and help his son. Of course he was gonna get caught in the crosshairs of all of this, and Fouche is trying to make this point, takes him out, and now Antonin Talleyrand, he's filled with so much anger and rage. He's like, okay, they are now telling me where to go, what to do.
How long have you been a chef?
I don't have to answer that.
How long have you been a chef?
I already answered that during background.
He did all those things, and then Fouche continues to taunt his father, and then he's gone. So I can understand, I'm like, poor Anton, and the things and decisions he makes later, because there's so much going on in his mind, and he's guilt and regret, not being able to protect his father, and things out of his control. So the only thing he can control right now is being the head chef in this kitchen and that kind of gives him some calm and relief there. But not only does cooking do that, but our woman of the hour, y'all know what I'm gonna talk about, which is Agathe.
Je vous présente Agathe, mon bras droit.
In this bleak and tumultuous atmosphere that Antonin Carême is facing, she is the sunshine of his life, the apple of his eye, because she just radiates so much fun and life and creativity, and that's what he gravitates towards. But let's talk, before we talk about their relationship, let's talk about the greatness of Agathe herself.
She is so beautiful. I've never seen a bad picture of her, ever.
We first meet Agathe in the royal kitchen, and we can already tell this woman has worked so hard to get where she is. Because you look around and you're like, do I see a lot of women in this kitchen? No. Do I see a lot of black people in this kitchen? No. And so you're like, as a black woman working in this royal kitchen, you know how hard and passionate she was about her work, and she's like, you know what, I have a goal and I'm gonna go for it. And when we see her meeting Anton, and she's like, okay, she's chopping these onions because she's like, look, I know exactly what I'm doing, where I want to go, and she has this drive for success. Anton sees that and is like, that's my dream woman right there. Like, look at her go. I love them. I love them. Anyway, in her, not only just for her professional career, but also for her personal life, they kind of conflict, because when you're in that environment, you start to build up walls in your personal life, because you're like, okay, first of all, I want to head towards my goal, and also not to get your feelings hurt.
I don't care, but I do care.
The actress that plays her, Alice, I forgot her last name, but she plays it so well, because you can just see by her eyes and her emotions and physicality and everything that she has put her all into cooking, and this is what she's just dreamed about her whole life. And even when she wins title as the best chef in the country, they still say, no, it has to go to a man. It has to go to a man. What do you mean? What do you mean that Agathe is not the best chef? She is. They had this panel and they knew, but because of Napoleon and they know his reaction to it, they're like, I don't think so. I think that's gonna go to Anton. I'm so upset for her, because you can do everything, anything to, you know, show your talent and your skill, but yet they can just say no, because you're a woman, you're not allowed in the space. And especially as a black woman now being allowed in that space, I was so upset for her. But in the end, by Anton saying like, okay, no, she deserves to be her. She deserves to be recognized and be celebrated.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
I was so happy to see the progression of Anton and Agathe's relationship, because Anton helped Agathe be more vulnerable with her feelings and, you know, share with him how she feels, let some of those walls come down. And then Agathe helped Anton realize to keep going for his dreams and his goals and let nothing stop him. And then the best part about their relationship is that they understand each other so well. Because in episode 1, we see that Anton is with Henriette and he asked her a question. There is pick the difference between these two whipped creams. Henriette is like, I really can't tell the difference. Anton is saying, okay, there is a difference, and he wants an answer. Then he sees Agathe and is like, hey, this is my opportunity. I'm in the royal kitchen. I'm gonna make this cake. Let me test these two whipped creams and let me ask her. She, right off the bat, has an answer for him. She's like, oh, the confectioner sugar. It's more elegant. This man right here is smiling ear to ear, because he's like, someone sees me, someone understands me, you know, the love of food, cooking, very passionate about that, and they speak the same language. Not only do they speak French, okay, they speak the love of food, which is so romantic. And the chemistry, Again, off the charts, they are the couple of the summer for me. Anton and Agathe.
Quand est-ce que tu vas enfin t'avouer que t'as besoin de moi?
Quand tu vas voir, t'as besoin de moi.
You see the chemistry while they're flirting, while they're cooking and collaborating, and then when they really collaborate, even when they collaborate to make a baby chef. Oh, yep, that happened.
As I live and breathe.
So we have some pregnancy news revealed, and that was quite a shock, especially the way they broke the news after Agathe just delivered that baby. And then she goes and tells Anton that she's pregnant. And then she sees that Henriette is back and he's getting with Henriette. The way I had to pause the show, I got up and I was like, no.
And my emotions are in overdrive.
But of course I came back, of course. This is Careme.
Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
And so when this news gets revealed to Anton, she tells him and finally is vulnerable with him, saying, I can't do this alone. I'm trying to achieve my goals and dreams, and you don't see a single mother in the kitchen. So now Anton has to choose between a life with the gods or a life with Henriette. We'll talk about Henriette in just a moment, because there have been many times, there have been several times where Anton could have had a life with Henriette. And he said no. So, I had a feeling about this answer here, and I think Henriette should have known too.
Yup.
When Agathe is distraught about what's going on, Anton comes up to her and says, I won't let you go. Oh, he said, I won't let you go. Now that is what the subtitle said for me, because I watched it in French, but also have the English subtitles there. And I saw, I won't let you go.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
We won. I'm being so obnoxious, but we won.
It's a bit camp, but we'll go with it.
Oh my goodness. And then it's followed by the most romantic stare ever, because he can't keep his eyes off her. She's helping with this finishing up the royal cake, and he's just looking at her like this, like the stars in the sky. Like he's like, this is my woman right here. This is the sunshine of my life. And if you compare that to the way he looks at her when they met and she was chopping onions, who can see the difference? Who can tell you? You can't tell the difference. You can't. If someone's looking at you chopping onions the same way they look at you when you're making a cake, what does that tell you? Real love. I'm searching for that real love. However, Anton, if you are choosing a life with the gods, that means you better treat our girl right. If I see you step out of line, sir, then it's over. It is over.
If you hurt my girl, you will answer directly to me.
I also need to see you get the most gorgeous ring for this woman right here, okay? That you get married and y'all live happily ever after. I need that, okay? Well, maybe not happily ever after, because we are living after the French Revolution and things are hectic and tumultuous. But y'all could have a bit of peace and love and wonder within your relationship. That's what I mean there.
I know, darling. I know.
This is awkward, but let's talk about Henriette. Henriette, girl, I know you went through a lot, and that Anton should have been a little bit more real about his feelings for Agathe to you, and I'm so sorry.
Oh no, honey, I'm sorry.
However, I will say that after you take a break with someone and then you try to resume the relationship, but you tell the other person, hey, did you get with someone else? And then they don't say anything. She says, did you get with a guy? The man is quiet. The man is silent, but with his eyes, he's like, I did. Yeah, I did. She's like, oh, okay, that's fine. Well, as long as you didn't fall in love.
Oh, here it goes.
That man has had dreamy, lovey eyes to this woman the whole season. This man is in love with this woman. I don't know how to break it to Henriette. I don't know. And why did he put, now Anton, riddle me this. Why did you put the ring back on her finger when she presented it to you? She put it on your finger there, okay? And then he proceeds to do that as well. I was like, why are you doing this? You obviously know.
Good boy, son.
The first time when you all were about to run off together, and then once Talleyrand cleared his name, he's like, no, I'm good. I'm good here. I got my job. I have the apple of my eye, the sunshine of my life. I got, so I'm good. You can go. She was furious. Then she proceeds to write letters to him saying, hey, boo, you know, you can follow me, you can run after me. Like, are you gonna fight for me? This man still, I don't know if he responded or not.
I kind of feel sorry for you. Oh, yeah.
So Henriette, this is a lot. I'm so sorry. Especially when she was being blackmailed by Fouche because she had taken out someone when she was younger because he was a threat to her life and her family. So there's a lot to deal with that. And I don't know when Henriette and Anton met. It looks like when they were a little bit younger and they got to know each other and became friends and then more than friends. But I don't know, Anton, once he saw Agathe, he was like, a whole new world. Like there was no stopping this love for him, and it was awkward.
You had her,
why would you have to?
then you got her, then you blew it, then
Who are you clarifying this for?
So to bring in more drama, Henriette goes to Fouche and she says, since Anton betrayed me and broke my heart, you're gonna need to send him to war.
The words written on the back were thanks for nothing. Oh man, that's rough.
What? This girl escalated this situation. This girl is so petty. I understand you were heartbroken, okay? And maybe you could have done something, maybe demoted him or, you know, something like that. But you're gonna put this man to war? And his child's on the way? Girl, that's petty. We gotta do better. We gotta do better.
I need to step to her.
Step to her? Amy, this isn't High School Musical.
Yeah, Amy, this isn't High School Musical 2.
Yeah, and it isn't High School Musical 3 senior year.
All right.
And then we have two other great characters in the show, and that is Liliane and Noel. Liliane actually becomes the mother of the kitchen. Because Anton, he's trying to, you know, become head chef and say, you know, you do this and do this. And they're all like, we chef, we chef. She knows, she's like, this young person right here, he's going through a lot, and you know what? I'm gonna call him out when, you know, things, you know, are not right or he's just acting out of line. So she becomes like a mother figure to him. She's also holding some secrets because she knows secrets about this palace, secrets about Talleyrand. I really hope in season 2, I think they follow up with that. I need more, you know, background of her, you know, character and things like her family life and her connection with Talleyrand and how far that goes back for them, because she's just a brilliant actress. And then them starting out the relationship where she's like, I'm not really vibing with him, of Anton, and Anton's like, oh, Liliane. And then at the end, they're like mother and son. We love to see it. So we also see this interaction with her, a little bit of her. I would like to see a more interaction with her and Agathe and Noel. They just seem like this cute little family together, and it just warms my heart. And then we have Noel, and Noel is Anton and Agathe's protege. So anything that they want to share and give to Noel for his success and to flourish, they do. They basically, it's like school. Like they're like, okay, come on, Noel, like, you know, follow us and we'll show you how to do this, because they know how much potential and talent that he has for one day he could be head chef. And he also has such great comedic relief with Agathe and Anton and Liliane. So in season 2, I need to see more of Noel's character because so funny and very kind-hearted, heartwarming. So yeah, we definitely need to see more background of these characters because I really think they really bring a great dynamic in the show. I almost forgot about the epic emotional scene between Talleyrand and Antoine.
When you're going through a Taylor Swift-like range of emotions.
Where I really thought that Antoine was gonna take out his maybe father.
It's sad, so sad. Why can't we talk it over? Well, that would be tricky.
I really thought, because each time they shown, like in the last like 3 episodes, his anger and this rage that he's like, okay, I'm gonna seek revenge on somebody because now his adopted father is gone. They did me wrong, like I'm gonna show him.
This is a trick to throw me off. I bet things are better than ever.
And when the Talleyrand was eating that delicious dish from Anton and thinking he could trust him, and then Anton's like, you probably shouldn't eat that because you're gonna be gone in about like 3 days. 3 days? I was shocked. Me and my sister, we were shocked. We were like, Anton is really gonna go there. Anton is turning to the dark side, like the Darth Vader style.
So you will find that the word fear is not in my vocabulary.
Perhaps, but it's in your eyes.
Thankfully, he just scared him. And Talleyrand somehow just respects him for that. He's like, oh, you know what? You could be my son because you think you're a mastermind. I'm a mastermind.
Words are coming out of my mouth faster than I can think of them. Bring it on. Now.
I don't know. There's so much to explore with that relationship. It is so complicated and mysterious. Like, I think he could be his father. I have no idea. I really hope they have a season 2. And let me know in the comments down below what you thought of Careme. And I hope you have a comfy, cozy rest of your day. Bye.